Hello, I'm at Good Shepherd Church in Coolamy with Reverend Fred Clarkson, Vicar. Fred, thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for coming.
Fred and the good people of Good Shepherd Church with a number of partners have started a ministry called the Tentmakers Ministry. And on their brochure, it says, "We don't make a profit so that our communities can make a living." Fred, tell us a little bit about the background of this ministry and what you do.
The background of the ministry is that we're trying to remind people that the church is about not just obviously worship, but also community life and about economic life. And so following the idea from the book of Acts, we've come together to try to help people who have lost their jobs or lost income during the economic downturn, essentially. And we basically provide people a means of earning an income by producing basically liturgical items, and hopefully maybe some other items in the long run that will allow people to once again be able to earn a living on their own, but remember that through the support of the church and through the support of this ministry.
So you can get vestments, clerical shirts, various paraments for hangings, for altars, and that kind of stuff?
Exactly. Wow. And our sewers basically work from home, and we purchase the items and then we sell it on. The majority of the money all goes to the sower. So, and that's really, we're a ministry about supporting people in their ability to earn a living.
You told me earlier you used the model from the Acts of the Apostles where people held all things in common.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the idea behind it, that really it was about that economic life that was, and as Scripture speaks, it was very life-giving. They never had a need for anything because of the way that they lived. Faithfully, being reminded that basically all things belong to God, and that if we administer them faithfully, we will have enough.
Well, we're going to go inside in the parish house, which is really the warehouse for this ministry. We're now inside the parish house of Good Shepherd Church, which also is the warehouse and storage facility.
It is indeed.
For this ministry. We've got several things here that have been made by the Tentmaking Ministry. I'm wearing one of them, a stole that is suitable for St. Francis Day. Is that right?
Indeed, yes. And we actually call it the St. Francis stole. It's beautifully made out of humble materials, is the way we describe it.
Yeah. Great.
And we also produce clerical shirts, long sleeve, and this is a short sleeve. We produce different kinds of stoles out of different materials. We have more traditional, but these are kind of different examples of for different traditions, because obviously we are a ministry, an ecumenical ministry, and certainly hope to produce for different traditions as well. And we will also be making anything from
albs.
We do albs, chasubles. We've produced chasubles. We also do frontals, and also altar linens of different kinds.
With stitchery?
Yeah, exactly. With embroidery. And we also have hand-embroidered stoles that we've produced and hand-embroidered items as well. And at the moment we've produced some, I know St. Luke's has some in Salisbury. We've produced a set for them. And we've also produced items that have been purchased by local clergy, shirts and such.
One of the interesting parts of this, and you may not be able to see all of this, but there's fabric behind here. Where does this fabric come from? Because that's a fascinating story.
The fabric is donated to us by the International Textile Marketing Association. And all of these fabrics are the sample fabrics that they use basically every 6 months. They produce new samples. And they used to actually simply discard it. And so now they provide it to us for the ministry. And we actually have tremendous amounts of fabric. So if there are, more so than our ministry could possibly use, because we also have to purchase some of our materials.
And you recycle every 6 months. You get new fabrics in.
And so if there are other ministries in the diocese who can make use of different fabrics, they're certainly welcome to come request, and we can certainly send materials to them, or they can come and pick some up for
Two last questions.
Sure.
One, how can people get involved?
People can get involved certainly by purchasing from us. They can certainly become members, congregations who can help support the ministry in terms of promoting it and also doing the marketing. And also people can get involved if they're interested, if they have sewing abilities. They can always sew or teach people how to sew.
Fred, how can people order?
They can certainly go online and order at Coolamy tentmakersworks.com, or they can simply contact me via phone or via email.
And that information is included with this edition of Please Note. Anything else you'd like to tell us?
That the owl that you ordered will be ready shortly, so we hope that you'll be wearing it in good health and promoting our ministry wherever you go.
One satisfied customer.
Excellent.
We give God thanks for Fred, for the people of Good Shepherd Church, and for all involved in this tent making ministry. God bless you.